Cody Rhodes has slapped The Rock after SmackDown went off the air. A huge WrestleMania 40 match has been confirmed, and we've got AEW's pitch to Kazuchika Okada. Stay tuned for the wrestling news. Like most Saturdays, we get the fallout from SmackDown, and for the better part of a year, SmackDown has been pretty lit, Sam. It's been cooking.
For my money, SmackDown has been the most lit show WWE has put on for the last 4 years running.
It's been pretty damn good, right?
Yeah.
Well, they've been cooking up.
It's only 2 hours as well.
It's so much easier to watch. For now, but they've been cooking up a lot of content on SmackDown, and The Rock was cooking last night because him and Roman Reigns came face to face with Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. Now, the latter, the two, were responding to the WrestleMania challenge that The Rock threw down last Friday, where he challenged them to a tag team match at WrestleMania. Now, the stipulation being if the Cody Rhodes and Rollins wins, then the bloodline is barred from ringside at WrestleMania Night 2, and if The Rock and Reigns wins, then it's bloodline rules, and that means anything goes, Sam.
There are no rules.
There are no rules. Yeah. Well, we had a little bit more added to that. Okay, so another stipulation on top of that. The Rock used his TKO leverage, now being on the board of directors. The Rock has a lot of power in WWE now. He adds that if Rhodes fails to capture Reigns' title at WrestleMania 40 on night 2, then Rhodes would be barred completely, permanently, never allowed to challenge for the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship again. Now,
in before, stealing storylines. Oh my God.
I was going to say, we've seen this before. We've seen AEW do this. Cody Rhodes, when he set up to challenge Chris Jericho at Full Gear 2019, it was, if I lose this chance, I'm never getting a challenge for that title again. This puts a lot of stakes on Cody Rhodes winning, but it does make me feel like he's going to do it.
I reckon, he's going to do it, and if not, then there'll be some screwy way in which whatever commissioner we have after Mania will be like, hey, no, this doesn't work.
This is injustice. Well, during
SummerSlam.
SummerSlam, you can challenge it for that. During the confrontation, Rhodes and The Rock came face to face and was slightly reminiscent of the WrestleMania 40 press conference, when they got in each other's faces, and The Rock did a little slapperoonie on Cody Rhodes.
Rock's did feel very much like,
yeah, it felt guided.
He gently poured him. He's just like, ooh,
a little bit of slow motion. Well, last night's SmackDown, after SmackDown went off the air because apparently it was cut in some markets.
Yes.
The Rock was slapped. The Rock got slapped by Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, the American roller coaster, just poof, slapped The Rock in the face. You'll have seen the image right there.
It's right behind. You've seen it already in the headlines. You've seen it
in
on
the thumbnail.
It's magnificent, isn't it?
Incredible. I can't believe, though, it was missed in some markets, America included. So if you're watching SmackDown in America, you didn't get to see this on air.
I can't believe you didn't just slap him back at the presser.
There's a lot of build to slaps. So
not a build,
if I slapped you right now, you wouldn't be able to hit me for 3 weeks.
I've got to go home for 3 weeks, shoot a WWE 24, and look out of a window like Macho Man looking across the lake.
100%. It can't be instantaneous. Well, the match is now set for WrestleMania because of the slap and all the stipulations and all the other slaps that have taken place. And obviously, we've got all those stipulations that we mentioned. WrestleMania Night 1 is shaping up to be pretty damn big.
We got Seth getting in there last night with a bit of animosity as well. The Rock also called, the reason that Cody slapped The Rock is he called him a mistake.
He did call him a mistake.
Your brother's a future Hall of Famer, you're the youngest of 3, right? And you're 20 years younger, you're a mistake. Whoosh. But before that, you had Seth calling Rock like Mr. Midlife Crisis. You're a poopy head, Dwayne. And Dwayne's like, you're all crackheads, you've got herpes, I hate your guts, I despise you all. And just saying the worst things he can say within reason. And Seth's like, you smell.
He could be a little cooler with the things he's saying.
I think that's the understatement of the century.
A little bit cooler.
Just call him the C word or something.
Well, speaking of cool segments and C words, we've got a Rock concert next week according to WrestleVote.
See what you did there.
See what I did there? According to sources, WrestleVote says the much anticipated return of the Rock concert would light up next week's SmackDown Live from Memphis, Tennessee. Can't be in Memphis without a bit of music, can you? It's Music City. I'm told this idea has been brewing. It's Nashville. It's one of the music cities.
It's Elvis and that, innit?
Exactly. Well, WrestleVote says they're told told this idea has been brewing for a few weeks with a possible announcement on last night's SmackDown, but we've got. It looks like it's happening next week. A Rock concert. Are you excited? You like a Rock concert?
We had a social video of Rock in a big old cowboy hat as well, didn't we? So I think it's I'm a big fan of the Rock concert segments. It's one of the greater things to come out of the original Hollywood Rock run. Is him just sitting there holding court and really just drawing it out,
just having a lot of fun. And The Rock can sing.
Having a lot of fun.
The Rock can sing. I've seen Moana.
Yeah,
I know he sings.
Oh, what if he just does like a Moana mega?
Does You're Welcome?
Babyface turn immediately before many.
No, he's full heel throughout it, saying you're welcome but smug. But
keep starting it but not finishing it or playing it at all.
Not getting in it. We've got some news now about the WWE Hall of Fame that's coming up this year, the 2024 Hall of Fame. They've just announced their latest entries. Sam, who is it?
So, The Ringer have reported that Barry Windham and Mike Rotunda, real-life brother-in-laws who teamed together as the US Express, and of course Bray Wyatt and Bo Dallas's uncle and father. Of
course.
They're going to be entering the Hall of Fame as a tag team, as the US Express. They're going to be part of the 2024 class with Heyman and Bull Nakano. But posting on X, Triple H said, Triple H has announced that the US Express will be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Sorry, he didn't say that. That was a weird duplicate paste there. Disgusting document building.
Sorry, Sam.
Shame him in the chat. From the very first hashtag WrestleMania, ellipsis, to the WWE Hall of Fame. Mike Rotunda and Barry Windham are a legendary tag team with deep family ties to our business, and their influence will be felt for generations to come. It was an honor to tell the US Express that they're WWE Hall of Fame bound. Is Rotunda already in there as IRS?
I don't believe so. So this is his first entry, I think. But there was a nice video that Triple H posted with that tweet where there was a video of him actually telling US Express. He was on the phone to them, telling them that they're going to be in the Hall of Fame. Really nice to see the US Express getting put in the Hall of Fame there, especially with the year that Mike Rotunda's had. Yeah, I mean, one of the pioneering tag teams in an era where tag team wrestling was being redefined like rapidly on a weekly basis. In there with teams like the Bulldogs, Heart Foundation when they were getting the start. It's a really interesting time. And are Strikeforce in there yet? Strikeforce need to be in there. I don't think so. I'm not too clued up on my Hall of Fame knowledge, but if they are, let us know in the comments below. But we're going to round things off just now with some AEW news, because I don't know if you noticed, people watching at home and Sam, a big guy arrived this week. Not just any big guy. The Rainmaker Okada. He's now in AEW. I can't believe it. He's going to have some really good matches. This is like the equivalent of WWE and AEW having a bit of like a bike race on the street. They're both sitting there. They're building bogies, right? They're building little sort of, what would Americans call them? Soapboxes. Yeah, soapbox derby races. So they're building those. And what Tony Khan's done here is just pulled out a Lamborghini and he's hand painted it a little bit around the edges just to go, look. This is legally fine. This works. Yeah, it's like bringing a 50 caliber rifle to a knife fight. This is huge. It's huge. Now we know how much money. The reports have indicated that it's $4.5 million per year. But we've got a billionaire in Japan. Pretty much. Yeah, he's 2.6 billion yen or something like that. Ridiculous. But Wrestling Observer newsletter has given a little bit of background into how the deal came about. Some sway from WWE, AEW's pitch, but they've said AEW had expressed confidence in securing Okada for quite a while, despite WWE also making an attempt. WWE's strategy did involve Shinsuke Nakamura getting a revitalized push, which we did see in the sort of tail end of last year. He got a couple WWE World Heavyweight Championship matches on pay-per-view or premium live events, and he was sort of a more key figure on. And we were all like, "Oh my god, finally!" they're using this talent in Shinsuke Nakamura. But WWE was also to emphasize the larger platform as the ultimate destination. So, like, trying to use WrestleMania as a big selling point for him. However, AEW obviously presented a more lucrative financial offer, as been reported by numerous outlets, of $4.5 million per year. This led to Okada choosing them, of course. Additionally, part of AEW's pitch to Okada was the opportunity to participate in New Japan matches, although at current time there is no imminent plans for him to return to that promotion. No, I think it makes sense though. When we were looking overall, I remember sitting here being like, I want Okada to go to WWE because I want to watch the world burn. Yes. But it's just such a more favorable deal, like AEW in general, right? Their talent are able to work independence. So it goes, without saying that a company AEW is in a working relationship with, like New Japan, surely there'd be no issue. Right. If Kenny can get healthy, then we can continue that
on if Tony is wanting to explore that. But it's massive. It's monumental, but it shouldn't be that surprising that he ended up with AEW.
I mean, he's best mates with the Bucks.
I do imagine as well, I don't know why, but in my head, when I was thinking about like, you know, WWE versus AEW in this situation, Tony's just sitting there, feet up on the table, and Okada's opposite. And for some reason in my head, it's John Silver just bringing in like stacks of cash and putting them down and going, is this enough? And then Tony just going, more.
So there's
goes back to a cupboard.
There's some insight into how it went on in Sam's head, how the deal with Okada went down in AEW.
Now, Tony,
I am hyped to see what he does in AEW. As maybe a dream match with John Silver. Give us that. Okada, John Silver.
I think this is, you know, we've got Will Ospreay,
yep.
Kazuchika Okada,
yep.
and
Jay White.
Oh my God, who could possibly be debuting at Big Business with the Boss Time stuff all over the poster?
Not a clue.
Massive
year for
AEW this year, and this could be the year where things really start to change.
Yeah,
in the American wrestling landscape.
That feeling. It's back. It's back. But that is all we have for just now. We'll be back later on today with more wrestling news. Of course, stay tuned to cultaholic.com for all the latest news as it happens. Sam, I think we should go get a coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Go get a coffee too. We'll see you later.